12,500 years ago, on the lands where two great rivers met, humanity had not yet invented writing. There were no kingdoms, no empires, no wheels, but something already existed: curiosity, belief, meaning, and art. In what is now southeastern Turkey, near the meeting point of the Tigris River and Batman Creek, a small mound rose from the earth. Inside that mound, archaeologists would uncover one of the oldest organized human settlements ever discovered. Its name was Körtik Tepe, older than Göbekli Tepe, older than Sumer, older than nearly everything we associate with civilization itself. Around 10,700 BCE, long before pottery, before agriculture fully emerged, before recorded history, people here were already building permanent homes. They carved serpents into stone vessels. They buried their dead with ritual objects. They created symbols that survived for thousands of years. And yet, almost nobody knows this place exists. Because today, Körtik Tepe lies beneath water, submerged forever beneath the Ilısu Dam reservoir. One of the most important pages in human history disappeared before it was fully read. Tonight, we open that page again.
Körtik Tepe is located near Bizmil in Diyarbakır Province, southeastern Turkey. The site sits near the junction of the Tigris River and Batman Creek, one of the most fertile and strategic landscapes of ancient Mesopotamia. What they discovered shocked the archaeological world. This was not a temporary camp. It was a fully organized settlement. Round stone houses, structured living spaces, planned burials, craft specialization. The people of Körtik Tepe were no longer wandering endlessly across the landscape. They had settled, thousands of years earlier than many experts believed possible. At the time, most humans on Earth still lived as mobile hunter-gatherers. But here, a different kind of society was emerging, one built around permanence, community, and symbolism.
More than 30,000 artifacts were recovered from Körtik Tepe. Each one tells a story. Stone vessels carved from chlorite, bone needles used for weaving, decorative ornaments, obsidian blades, ritual plaques, fishing hooks made from bone, astonishingly similar to modern hooks used today. Some of the stone vessels were covered in detailed engravings: scorpions, serpents, wild goats, birds, powerful symbolic imagery carved with extraordinary precision. The craftsmanship was so advanced that researchers compared it to civilizations that would appear thousands of years later. These were not crude survival tools. They were works of art, evidence of specialized labor, evidence of social organization, evidence that symbolic thinking was already deeply embedded in human culture. The people of Körtik Tepe were not merely surviving. They were expressing identity, status, belief, and beauty. One of the most important discoveries at Körtik Tepe was its burial tradition. The dead were buried beneath homes and living spaces. Many were placed in fetal positions, almost as if returning to the womb. Some graves contained elaborate offerings: stone bowls, bone tools, decorative objects, animal symbols. This suggests the people of Körtik Tepe believed in something beyond death, a spiritual system, possibly one of the earliest organized belief structures in human history. Social hierarchy also appeared to exist. Some individuals received richer burials than others, meaning status and identity already mattered. Thousands of years before kings and empires, inequality and prestige may already have emerged. Perhaps the most revolutionary thing about Körtik Tepe is its age. The site predates Göbekli Tepe by roughly 1,000 years. It predates Sumer by more than 7,000 years. It existed before writing, before bronze, before cities.
Yet organized social life was already here. For decades, historians believed civilization only emerged after agriculture fully developed. But Körtik Tepe challenges that narrative. It suggests symbolic culture and permanent communities may have appeared first. In other words, humans may have gathered together for meaning before they gathered for farming. That changes everything.
Then came the Ilısu Dam project. As the reservoir filled, entire archaeological landscapes disappeared beneath the rising water. Körtik Tepe was among them. Despite years of rescue excavations, much of the site was never fully explored. Unknown structures, unknown burials, unknown artifacts still remain beneath the water today. An irreplaceable chapter of human history, lost forever. While the world focused on famous sites like Göbekli Tepe and Hasankeyf, Körtik Tepe quietly vanished. Almost unnoticed, Körtik Tepe forces us to rethink the origins of civilization. It proves humans were already capable of organized communities, symbolic art, ritual belief, social hierarchy, and advanced craftsmanship, far earlier than previously imagined. This site is not just important for Turkey, it matters for all humanity, because the story of Körtik Tepe is the story of us. The moment humans stopped merely surviving and began creating meaning.